Welcome students. Today I am going to teach you the properties, operations on sets and their properties and examples on that operations. First is intersection of the two sets. What is mean by intersection of two sets? Suppose A and B are the two sets. Then set of all the common elements of A and B is called as intersection of A set A and B. Suppose two sets are given A and B. Then set of all the common elements in that both sets A and B is called as intersection of set A and B, and it is denoted as A intersection B. That is the set of all the common elements in between two sets. Then the set is called as intersection of sets. Now next topic is properties of intersection of sets. First property is A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Now what is mean by A intersection B and B intersection A? For example, suppose A is the set 1, 2, 3 and B is the set suppose 2, 3, 4. Then A intersection B, that means set of all the common elements in between these two sets is 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Suppose we take B intersection A. Again, the set of all the common elements in between these two sets B and A, that is 2, 3. That means if we take A intersection B or B intersection A, we get A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. That means we can write here this property as therefore A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Then next is if A subset B, then A intersection B is equal to A. That is, suppose A is the subset of B. That is, suppose we take A is as A 1, 2, 3. B we take as 1, 2, 3, 4. That then we get A intersection B. We take A intersection B, set of all the common elements in between these two sets. That is, the common elements in between these two sets is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Therefore, these are the common elements. Therefore, A intersection of B is 1, 2, 3. But 1, 2, 3 is given A. A is given 1, 2, 3. Therefore, we can say the property as A intersection B is equal to A. But when it is possible, when A subset B, that is every element of set A is the element of set B, then we can say that A intersection B is equal to A. Next, if A intersection B is equal to B, if A intersection B is equal to B, then B subset A. Suppose we take two sets. A set as 1, 2, 3 and B set as suppose 2, 3. Then we take A intersection B. A intersection B. We get A intersection B as common elements in both the sets 2 and 3. But 2, 3 is the B set is given 2, 3 and therefore instead of this we write A intersection B is equal to B. That means B having the elements 2, 3, that means every element of B is in the set A intersection B, and therefore we can write B subset A. That is, every element of set A is the element of set A, therefore we can write B intersection A. Before that we can write here A intersection B is equal to B, and therefore B subset A. Then fourth property is A intersection B always subset of A, and A intersection B is also always subset of B. Here we take A set 1, 2, 3, B set as 2, 3, 4. Then A intersection B we get 2, 3. 2, 3 is the set of A, and therefore A intersection B is the every element of A intersection B is the element of set A 1, 2, 3. Also every element of set A intersection B is the set of element of set B, and therefore if two sets are given, then their intersection of set is always a subset of that both the sets. That means A intersection B subset A and A intersection B subset B. Then fifth property is given, A intersection complement of A is equal to 5. For that, suppose A set we take 1, 2, 3. Universal set we take as, or here only we take 1, 2, and here we take 1, 2, 3. Then complement of set. Complement of set means set of all the elements which are present in universal set but not in given set. Therefore, complement of A we get element present in universal set but not in A is 3. And then if we take A intersection complement of A, both the elements set A and complement of A, we have to take the intersection of these two sets. A set contains 1, 2, complement of set contains 3. That is, there is no common element in between both the sets, and therefore it's a empty set. Therefore, A complement of A is equal to 5. And sixth property is A intersection A is equal to always A. Suppose you have to give one A set 1, 2, 3, and we have to take the intersection of that set A1, 2. That means A intersection set we get again A, and these are the properties of intersection of two sets. Next topic is disjoint sets. Suppose two sets are given A and B, and there is no common element in these two sets, then the sets are said to be the disjoint sets. Disjoint sets. That is, if there is no common element in the two sets, then the two sets are said to be disjoint sets. For example, A having the elements 1, 2, and B having the element 3, 4. That means there is no common element in between these two. Therefore, we can say that A and B are disjoint sets. Then next topic is union of sets. Union of two sets. Let A and B are the two sets, then set of all the elements of set A and B is called as union of two sets, and it is written as A union B. Read as A union B. Two sets are given, then set of all the elements which are in A and B is called as the union of two sets. But in this, to write the union of two sets, we write all the elements which are repeated in both the sets. We write these two repeated elements at once only. For example, A is the set 1, 2, 3, B is the set 2, 3, 4, and we have to take A union B. That means set of all the elements which are present in A and B, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the A union B, that is union of sets A and B. If we see in this, your A union B sets, I write 2 and 3 at once only. But these are present in A as well as B. But to write the union of these two sets, we have to write only repeated elements only at once time. Therefore, I write 2 and 3 at once time. Therefore, A union B means set of all the elements in A and B. Then, properties of this union of two sets. Suppose, first is A union B and is equal to B union A. A union B is equal to B union A. That means, if we take the union of two sets in any way, either A union B or B union A, we get same same sets. Here again, suppose I take B union A. If I take B union A, again we get 1, 2, 3 set of all the key elements in both the sets. Therefore, if we take A union B is equal to B union A, we get, suppose A is the set of 1, 2, 3, B is the set of 2, 3, 4. Then A union B, set of all the elements in these two sets 1, 2, 3, 4. B union A, set of all the elements in B and A, that is 1, 2, 3, and repeated elements right at once time only, and therefore we can write here A union B is equal to B union A. Then next topic is second property is if A subset B, that is every element of set A is the element of set B. For example, suppose A we take 1, 2 and B we take 1, 2, 3. Suppose we take A is the subset of B, that means every element of set A is the element of set B, that means A subset B. Then the union of these two sets, we take union of these two sets, that is the set of all the elements in A and B, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, therefore 1, 2, 3. But you have to given B is the set of 1, 2, 3. That means every element of set A union B is the element of set B, and therefore here we can write A union B is equal to B. But it is possible only when if A subset B is given. Every element of set A is the element of set B, then and only then we can say that A union B is equal to B. Then third property, A is the subset of A union B, and fourth is B is the subset of A union B. Similar to properties of the intersection of sets. Here we take A set, B set, we find there A union B and B union A. Now if we see A set 1, 2, 3 is given, and A union B we find 1, 2, 3, 4. That means if we see every element of set A is the element of set A union B, that means we can write A is the subset of A union B. Similarly, if we see the set B 2, 3, 4 and A union B 1, 2, 3, 4, again we can see that every element of set B is the element of set A union B. Therefore, we can write B subset of A union B. Then fourth property is given A union complement of A. A union complement of A we can take now. Here suppose A is the set 1, 2, universal set we take 1, 2, 3. Then complement of A. Complement of A means set of all the elements which are present in universal set but not in A, and then we get complement of A as 3. And if we take now A complement a union of A, these two sets A union complement of A union complement of A, then we get union means set of all the elements in these both the sets, that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That means if A is given 1, 2, we take here union as 1, 2, 3, then complement of A is 3. And if we take the union of A and complement of A, then we get all the elements present in both the sets 1, 2, 3. But 1, 2, 3 is given universal set, and therefore we can write A union complement of A is equal to universal set. Then A union A is equal to A. Suppose A is the set of 1, 2, 3, and you have to take A union A, that is the union of this A with itself. Union of A with itself. Then again we get 1, 2, 3, that is A, and therefore A union A is equal to A. Now sixth property is A union phi is equal to A. Again suppose we take A as 1, 2, 3. Phi means empty set, there is no element in that both empty set. Then if we take union of both the sets A and phi, union of A and phi, that means set of all the elements in both the sets, that is the we can get 1, 2, 3 only, because there is no element in the empty set, and therefore A union phi we get 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 means A, and therefore the sixth property is A union phi is equal to A. These are the properties of union of the two sets. Now, next is number of elements. If A and B are the two sets, then number of elements of set A and B are denoted as number of A and number of B. The number of elements present in the set A can be denoted as number of A, and for that B set we can denote it as number of B. Then there is the relation between the number of A union B, number of A, number of B, and number of A intersection B, which is most important for solving the practice set 1.4. What is the relation? Number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Now, depending on this relation, we take the practice set 1.4. First example is given. If number of A is equal to 15, number of B is equal to A union B is equal to 29, number of A intersection is given 7, find number of B. Then we use the relation number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Now putting the values, number of A union B is given 29, number of A is given 15, number of B we have to find minus number of A intersection is given 7. Now 29 is equal to number of B 15 minus 7. 15 minus 7, that is 8. To find the value of number of B, we plus 8 gets converted to minus, that is 29 minus 8, and therefore number of B we get 21. Now first example is given. Number of A is equal to 15, number of A union B is equal to 29, number of intersection B is equal to 7. Then find number of B. Then we use the relation number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Putting the values, number of A union B, that is 29, is equal to number of A, that is 15, plus number of B minus number of A intersection B means 7. 15 minus 7, that is 8. To find the value of number of B, plus 8 gets converted to minus, 29 minus 8, that is 21. Therefore number of B is equal to 21. Now next example is given. In a hostel, there are 125 students, out of which 80 drink tea, 60 drink coffee, and 20 drink tea and coffee both. Find the number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. That means total number of students. Total number of students are given. Total number of students are given 125. Let A be the set of students who drink tea. Then B we take set of students who drink coffee. A intersection B we take as the set of students who drink both tea and or coffee. Tea and coffee. And then we have to find the number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. Then we take now answer. Total number of students are 125. Let we consider A is the set of students who drink tea, and number of students who drink tea is given 80. Therefore number of A we take 80. B is the set of students who drink coffee. Therefore this number is given 60. Therefore number of B is given 60. A intersection B is the set of students who drink both tea and coffee. Therefore number of A intersection B, and which is given 20 students drink tea and coffee. Therefore number of A intersection B is given 20. And to find the number of students who do not drink tea or coffee, we use the relation between these two. these all the sets, number of A, number of B, number of A intersection B, and then we find the value of that. Then we consider A union B is the set of students who drink any one of the drink either tea or coffee. Then we find this number of A union firstly, and then find the number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. Then for finding this number of A union B, we use the formula for that. What is the formula? Number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Then putting the values, number of A union B we have to find. Number of A is given 80 plus number of B is given 60 minus number of A intersection B. Now 80 plus 60, that is 140 minus 20, and 140 minus 20, that is 120, and that is the number of A union B. What is this number of union B? Number of A union B means set of students who drink either tea or coffee. That means they drink any one of the drink, and we have to find the number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. And how we find? Then we find this as the subtraction of total number of students. Total number of students minus number of A union B. Now total number of students are given 125 minus number of union B 120, and remaining is 5. That means the 5 students do not drink tea or coffee, and the remaining 120 students drink either tea or coffee. Again we see this example. Total number of students are given 125. We consider A as the set of students who drink tea, and which is given 80, therefore number of A is equal to 80. We take B as the set of students who drink coffee, which is given 60, therefore we take number of B is equal to 60. A intersection B, we take set of students who drink both tea and coffee, which is given 20, therefore number of A union B is equal to 20. Then A union B, we take set of students who drink any one of the drink, either tea or coffee, and that is not given, therefore firstly we find this by using the relation number of A union B is equal to number of B minus number of A intersection B. Number of A is given 80 plus number of B is given 60 minus number of A intersection B is given 20. 80 plus 60, that is 140. 140 minus 20, that is 120. Number of A union B we find 120. Number of A union B means set of all the students who drink any one of the drink, either tea or coffee. And we have to find number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. Then we find it by subtraction of total number of students minus number of A union B, that is number of students who drink either tea or coffee. Therefore 125 minus 20, 120. 125 minus 120, that is 5. That are the number of students who do not drink tea or coffee. Now next example is, in a competitive exam, 50 students passed in English, 60 students passed in mathematics, 40 students passed in both the subjects. None of them will fail in both the subjects. Find the number of students who passed at least one of the subject. Now total number of students are given, not given. First we have to given now students passed in English. Therefore we consider let A is the set of students passed in English. B is the set of students passed in mathematics. A intersection B, we take set of students passed in both the subjects, and then we have to find students passed at least one of the subject. A union B is the set of students passed at least one of the subject. Then A is the set of number of students passed in English, which is given 50, and therefore we take number of A as 50. B is the set of students passed in mathematics, therefore which is given 60, therefore number of B is equal to 60. A intersection B is considered as set of students passed in both the subject, which is given 40, therefore number of A intersection B is 40. Now we have to find the set of students pass at least one of the subjects A union B. That means we have to find number of A union B. For that, now we use the relation number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Now putting the values, number of A is given 50, number of B is given 60, and one number of A intersection B is given 40. Addition of this 110 minus 40, number of A union B is equal to 70. Therefore 70 students passed at least one of the subject that we have to find. What is given? We consider A as the set of students passed in English, which is given number of A 50. B is the set of students passed in mathematics, which we have to given 60. Therefore number of B is equal to 60. A intersection B means set of students passed in both the subjects, therefore which is given 40. Number of A intersection B is 40. A union B, that is set of students passed at least one of the subject, that means you have to find number of A union B. For that we take the relation number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Putting values, number of A as 50 plus number of B as 60 minus number of A intersection B as 40. 50 plus 60, 110 minus 40, that is 70. That means 70 students passed at least one of the subject. Next example is, a survey was conducted to know the hobby of 200 students of the class 9. That means total number of students of the class 9 is 220. Out of which 130 students inform about their hobby as rock climbing. 180 students inform about their hobby as sky watching. 100 students who follow both the hobbies. Then how many students do not have any of the two hobbies? Then we have to find how many of them follow only hobby of rock climbing and how many students follow the hobby of sky watching. Now we have to give a total number of students 220. Therefore, we write here total number of students as 220. A is we taken as the set of students who follow the hobby of rock climbing, that is given 130. And therefore number of A is equal to 130. Then B is the set of students who follow the hobby of sky watching and which is given sky watching, that is 180, and therefore number of B is given 180. Now we consider A intersection B as the set of students who follow both the hobbies and which is given 110, and therefore number of A intersection B is equal to 110. Then A union B we take as the set of students who follow any one of the hobby which is not given, and therefore we find it firstly and then we find all these three values. Then for that we use the relation number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Number of A is given 130 plus number of B is given 180 minus number of intersection is given 110. Now 130 plus 180, that is 310, minus 110, and that is number of A union B we find as 200. That means 200 students follows any one of the hobby. 200 students follows any one of the hobby. But we have to find number of students who do not have any two hobbies, any of the two hobbies, and therefore we find it number of students who do not have any of two hobbies. How we find total number of students, that is total number of students minus number of A intersection B. Total number of students are given 220 minus number of A intersection B, number of A union B, that is number of union B means set of all the students who follow any one of the hobbies, which is we find 200, and therefore number of students who do not have any one of the hobbies is 20. Now we have to find how many students follow the hobby of rock climbing. Then number of students follows hobby of rock climbing only. How we find number of A, that is the set of all the students who have hobby of rock climbing, that is number of A. Then number of A minus number of A intersection B. Number of A intersection B is given, number of A is given 130 minus number of A intersection is given 110, that is 20. Number of students who follow the hobby of rock climbing is 20. Now number of students follow hobby of sky watching only. Sky watching only, that is number of B minus number of A intersection B. What is number of A intersection B? The number of A intersection B means students who follow both the hobbies, out of which number of B means set of students who follow hobby of sky watching, that is both. That is we find 180 minus 110, that is 70, and that are the number of students who follow the hobby of sky watching only. Now we have to give one total number of students are 220. We consider A as the set of students follows the hobby of rock climbing, which is given 130. Number of A is equal to 130. B is the set of students who follow the hobby of rock sky watching, which is given 180. Therefore number of B is equal to 180. A intersection B means set of students who follow both the hobbies, which is given 110. Therefore number of A intersection B is equal to 110. Now A union B we take as set of students who follow any one of the hobby, which is not given. To find this, we use the relation number of A union B is equal to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Number of A is given 130 plus number of B 180 minus number of A intersection B 110. 130 plus 180 310 minus 110, that is 200. Number of A union B we find 200, that is 200 students follows the any one of the hobby. Now we have to find number of students who do not have any of the two hobbies, that we can find by using the subtraction of total number of students minus number of students who follow any one of the hobby, that is number of A union B, that is 220 minus 200, that is 20. Now number of students who follow the hobby of rock climbing only, that we can find by taking the subtraction of the number of students who follow the hobby of rock climbing minus number of students who follow both the hobbies. Therefore 130 minus 110, that is 20. Similarly we find number of students follow the hobby of sky watching only is equal to number of students who follow the hobby of sky watching minus number of students following both the hobbies, that is number of B minus number of A intersection B, 180 minus 110, that is 70. Next example is observe the given Venn diagram and write the following sets. In Venn diagram, you have to given this rectangle and two circles A and B. All the elements in this figure is the set of universal set. This first circle having the name A is the set of A, and this circle having the name B is the set of B. Then from this we write the sets. A is the set. A set we have to find, that is the all the elements in the first circle naming as A, that is M, N, X, Y and Z. M, N, X, Y and Z. A is the set in the first circle. Elements in the first circle we write as the set A, that is M, N, X, Y and Z. Now set B, the elements of set B are the elements which are present in second circle, that is M, N, P, Q, R. M, N, P, Q, R. M, N are written in this common region, that means M and N are both in common in A and B. Therefore we write M and N in both the sets. Then A union B. A union B means set of all the elements which are present in A and B. That is, from this we can write now A set as Mn, X, Y, Z. B set as Mn, but we write already Mn, therefore we cannot write now. Therefore remaining elements P, Q, R, and therefore set of A union B is M, N, X, Y, Z, P, Q, R. We write M and N as once because both are common in both. Universal set, that means set of all the elements in this figure, that is M, N, X, Y, Z, P, Q, R, and then the remaining elements this S and T. This is the universal set. Then complement of A set. Complement of set A means set of all the elements in A but not in universal set. Not in, sorry, set of all the elements which are not in A but in universal set. In A you have to given M, N, X, Y, Z. Now remaining elements are P, Q, R, S, T, and therefore the set of the elements P, Q, R, S, T is the complement of set A, and therefore here we write P, Q, R, S and T. This is the complement of set A. Then complement of set B means set of all the elements which are present in universal set but not in B. In B you have to given M, N, P, Q, R, and X, Y, Z, S, T are not given. Therefore set of the elements X, Y, Z and S, T is the set of complement of B. Then seventh is complement of A union B. That is the set of the elements which are in U but not in A union B. In A union B, you have to given M is given, N is given, X is given, Y is given, Z is given, P, Q, R, all this given, but S and T are not given. Therefore, the elements set S and T is the set of complement of A union B. From this figure, we write these sets. I think you better understand these my examples, and if you like and understand these examples, then you like, subscribe and share my channel.